फिल्म रिलीज होने के बाद लोग भी भूल जाते हैं कि हम साथ में काम कर चुके हैं. I used to feel very low, very disconnected. Ke how my co-actor's not calling me back. Yeah, there are casting directors who've come in who won't even answer your phone call. I just make that phone call to say a hi, hello, to remind them of my existence. Hi guys, this is Nitin Mukesh for Brut. It's not a struggle. It's just to be relevant and to keep yourself alive in the memory of people. Like I said, people are so busy. When I debuted, there were about, I think, maybe that year, I think there were about 2 or 3 debuts only. Now you see a debut every week. And they are all so well trained. They are all so well prepared. The options have become more. You have just become an option now. You're no more an actor with the body of work that you have. You're just yet another option. कि अच्छा ये पैसे ज्यादा मांगेगा, हटाओ इसको. इसके डेट नहीं है, चल छोड़ना. इस ये दे. So there you have to be, very up on the game. You've got to make sure that people remember your existence. So I feel that that's the phone call that I make. I make not to necessarily ask for work, but I just make that phone call to say a hi, hello, to remind them of my existence. Of course, एक struggle है, अब भी है. 20 साल बाद भी मुझे लगता है कि मैं एक नई फिल्म, हर बार जब नई फिल्म करनी होती है, मेरा स्ट्रगल शुरू होता है. एक दौर हुआ करता था जहां लोग कम से कम रिस्पॉन्ड तो करते. If these casting directors sometimes don't respond to my phone call also. Okay, hi yaar, this is Nitin Mukesh. Was hoping I can connect with you in regards to something. Hypothetically, I'm just saying. Won't get a call. I was, a singer's grandson, a singer's son, so it wasn't that easy. I started working at the age of 14. I trained myself with Anupam Kher in a workshop with Anupam sir. So I wanted to start early because I knew that it's going to be a tough journey up ahead also. Then I got the opportunity of working with YRF, Yash Films as an assistant director, and got to learn a lot. But again, I knew that I had to kind of find work. So, the journey after that has been also tough. Knocking doors, auditioning, going meeting people. When I went to someone, they would say that, listen, an actor's, a singer's son need not be an actor. I mean, why don't you try singing? You might consider yourself good looking, but it's not about the looks. We don't know whether you have the talent to be an actor. And I was a trained actor. So it kind of got tough there for me. So if I'm doing a Johnny Gadar, then I do another Kizara. If I'm doing a jail, I do in New York. If I do a Saath Khoon Maaf, I'll do a Players. So I've always done that. Well, if I really need a pinpoint on something, I wish I had great management, number one. I have always been a very trusting person. So my decisions have always been based on somebody else helping me out take those decisions. At one point in my career, I was misunderstood of being someone with an attitude problem. It's just my face. It looks like that. I'm not like that at all. Other than that, I feel PRing. PRing, I feel, is very important. What I concentrated very strongly was on my craft of wanting to be known as an actor. I should have concentrated on trying to be a star. A big superstar and a very dear family friend had once told me that way before I became an actor. I won't want to name him. He was like a father figure to me. Unfortunately, he's no more with us. He told me one day very clearly, he's saying, Neil, stop trying to be an actor. Just become a star. Acting hoti rahegi. Us samay, I never understood what he tried to say. But today, when I sit back and retrospect and, kind of think about things, now I understand what he meant. uh, because there is so much of a uh, um, डिजाइनिंग फैक्टर ऑफ किसको फिल्म मिलनी चाहिए और किसको नहीं मिलनी चाहिए. When I started off, I used to give my team. I used to just make them my family. I still do feel that, but I just don't express it the way I used to, because people move on, and you have a broken heart. So it's not about anything else. It's just that people have their lives, they have work to do. They will move on, to another chapter of their life, to another setup. So initially, for me, it used to be कि फिल्म हो गई, अब ये सक्सेसफुल है या फेलियर है या जो भी है, फिल्म रिलीज होने के बाद लोग भी भूल जाते हैं कि हम साथ में काम कर चुके हैं, kind of thing. The industry moves very fast in that sense. So initially I used to feel very low, very disconnected. Ke how my co-actor is not calling me back? Yeah, I mean, he used to call me every single day during the film, and we were like brothers. और अब एक फोन नहीं आता. You have a great number of friends, of course, the moment you have a film that's up for release and it's out there, and if it's a success, oh my lord. But if you have a film or two that don't work, even the closest of your people, will talk to others and say, "Arey, I knew it. Yeah, this guy's gonna land bad." So I've gone through that a lot. I've faced that a lot. I've heard that a lot about my closest friends talking about my back, behind my back, about success and failures. I have a lot of my friends who've celebrated my failure, and a very few who've been there with me. Actors are now experimenting there, where what I've already done from the first film of mine. So sometimes I do feel that, yeah, I am now probably I'm supposed to be relevant, right? But then, of course, there's a complete shift of how you are actually casting also. Your social media presence, how many number of followers do you have, what's your presence on social media vis-a-vis your paparazzi, and how many people can you hire to get you clicked on a daily basis. All that has been started coming into consideration while you're casting an actor. So in that retrospect and in that conversation, it has shifted a lot for not just me, but for many actors who are finding it tough to understand कि यार ये इसको मैं balance कैसे करूं. I'm trying to make that effort because I know I have to be up with the game, and that's the need of the hour, and one has to do that. With the OTT platforms, opening up, initially, of course, there was a great hope that, now, actors like me will get their due here, at least. When you question me about, have you got your due? So, okay, now they will back us up with roles which are now not commercially dependent on whether it's box office success and box office numbers and how much have you done on day one collection, and that's now not there, right? So at least I felt that now there, but that's also changed a lot. That's changed a lot, and it's now not even that, even on the platforms. Even the platforms are now, the channels are wanting to cast you only if you are a certain level of a star. So I know the amount of struggle that I'm going there as well, and many other actors who are facing that as well.